Hello to all of my beautiful souls and welcome to FireStar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt. Today is going to be an unboxing. So I'm super excited to get into the 2 tarot decks that I purchased. I did purchase these tarot decks from Amazon. I will put both of the links to these decks in the description box down below if you are interested in purchasing them. So the first deck I purchased was the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. I've actually had this in my shopping cart for a while and finally decided to go ahead and add it to my collection along with the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition. So I'm going to go ahead and set the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot aside and we'll come back to this one. Let's go ahead and unbox the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition first. So now this deck does have the combination of the standard 56 minor arcana, and it's also got the set of the 22 major arcana. In the UK, this deck goes for $14.99. In the United States, it goes for roughly $17.99. However, I got mine on Amazon for $22.79, and these prices do not include shipping and handling. So the box that it does come in is nice and sturdy. Loving the eye on the front cover. I'm also digging the foil detail. Let's take a look inside. So a nice red inlet on the inside of the box, very pretty. Now the side that the cards were actually inserted in is a little bit more on the cheaper side. However, it still gets the job done and it still protects the cards in the box. Now this is the insert, the pamphlet. This is going to explain how to use the cards, what the cards mean, and all that good stuff. No page numbers are listed, but there is 25 pages to this pamphlet. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the cards now. So I will tell you just right off the bat, by looking at the cards when I pulled them out, they are curved. Okay, that's gonna drive me insane because they are not gonna lay even on the table. I do know from experience that when you purchase cards like this, after you do tend to shuffle them, they get a little bit better, but they will always be slightly bent like that. It's something that has to do with manufacturing. Let's go ahead and close this box up and move on to the cards. I'm really digging the traditional artwork in this deck. The cardstock is thick with a semi-gloss finish. Like traditional tattoos, these are your primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. They do have a faded vintage look to them, so they are more of an off-white than they are white. On the front of these cards, there is a beautiful red design. I absolutely love traditional and contemporary looking tattoos, so this is perfect for my collection. Now, if you're a beginner in tarot, I will tell you that these cards are going to be a little bit harder to control because they are that semi-gloss, so they are going to move around a lot easier. This could be a good thing, this could be a bad thing, I guess just depending on your personal preference. So just a little bit of warning, these are a little bit more movable and they may slip out of your control a little bit easier. Overall, I'm really happy to again be able to use these cards in my readings for you guys. The only issue I do have is that they're not perfectly straight and they are bended. Hopefully in time these will soften out and not be such a huge difference when it comes to laying on that table flat. So just going through the deck, I do see that the major arcana has more of a vivid picture and the minor arcana are just more simple. Each suit represents an element and each element has a specific color. The court cards in each suit have more vivid imagery just as the major arcana. The cup suit is the color gold. The sword suit is the color blue. The wand suit is the color red. And the coin suit is the color green. Here's a fun fact, major arcana roughly translates from Latin as secrets, all combining together to complete a 78 card format. You will also see iconic symbols in this deck such as hearts, arrows, roses, diamonds, snakes, and keys. Mega Munden is the illustrator of this deck and collaborated with Diana McMohan Colas to create the ultimate intuitive tarot deck. So the curvature in these cards tends to happen when they don't let the cards dry properly. So again, just during manufacturing process. These cards are pretty flexible and bendable, so they should be easy to work with. So let's go ahead and shuffle these cards and see how they work. All right, so first time shuffling and I am having some difficulties and they are bending kind of in a weird way here. I have noticed this pretty common within the less expensive cards. If you are going to be purchasing these cards, I would advise you taking very good care of these cards and probably not shuffling them that much. Again, because they are a cheaper card stock, you are going to have a line or an indentation from where you're shuffling and bending the cards. Overall, I would definitely say that these cards are not for beginners. Regardless of the card stock, don't be surprised if you see these in future readings. Again, any of the information you need from price or even the link to purchase this deck is down below. So let's go ahead and move on to the next deck that I purchased. So again, this is something that I've had in my cart for a while. It's something I've wanted for a while, but for some reason, I just never purchased it. So super excited. This is the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Now, these are my favorite type of boxes. They're slim, they're sleek, and they take up less room. And of course, they hold the cards perfectly. Now, this deck actually comes with a guidebook, unlike the last deck, which had a pamphlet. There is 128 pages in this book. Now, this book is going to have the same information from things like tarot spreads to each suit, the major arcana, the minor arcana, and all the extra little things too. This book, however, does come in English, Italian, Spanish, French, and Portuguese. Definitely follow the creator at Lo Scarabeo Tarot. I'll put their information down below for you. I am absolutely in love with this deck. The imagery is so beautiful and so colorful and so powerful. There are so many symbols, so many secrets to this deck, and I am super excited to dive in. I will definitely be using this in a lot of my readings. The colors definitely pop in this deck. The illustration is absolutely beautiful. Now, this tarot deck was actually created by Arthur Edward Waite and illustrated by Pamela Coleman Smith. These two were actually members of a highly secret magical society in London at the turn of the 20th century. The secret society was named the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It was comprised of artists, writers, and intellectuals. The members of the group would study things like divination and astral projection. Now, the group didn't end up lasting because of power struggles, but Arthur Waite and Pamela Coleman Smith decided to create a tarot deck with lots of secrets in it. So I'm super excited to be able to even tap into this deck. Now, also, Rider Company did publish this tarot deck as well, and that is what we know as the Rider Waite tarot deck. So very similar images, just different publications. Unfortunately, they never got to see how popular this deck would be. Now, the cardstock is a lot more durable, a lot thicker, and they are a lot more easier to shuffle. They do have a gloss finish. They glide super easy without getting stuck, without bending. The top of these cards do have a really beautiful floral print. It's a black base background with the beige and coral kind of orangey red flowers. Absolutely beautiful. This deck does retail for $26.95. However, I did purchase mine through Amazon for $22.79. Again, that does not include shipping and handling. And here is a side-by-side comparison. So again, I will put all of the information to both of these decks down below. Definitely drop a comment and let me know how this unboxing was for you guys. Also, don't forget to show me some love, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that good stuff. I love you guys. Stay blessed. Namaste, and I'll see you next time. Bye, family.